Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. Wa ba'd. Rasulullah ﷺ is having this conversation with Abu Umama, telling him that I understand your worries, your concern, your anxiety, your debts and loans. Here are some advices that may help you in your life. First, he tells him, ask for protection from ham and hazan. Then he says, ask for protection from inability and laziness. Then the next two things that he tells him is, وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنَ الْجُبْنِ وَالْبُخْلِ وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنَ الْجُبْنِ وَالْبُخْلِ. Ya Allah, I seek protection from cowardice, from being a coward. And number two, wal-bukhli, and from being stingy and miserly. What is Abu Umama's difficulty and challenge? His challenge is, I have some life circumstances that are really preoccupying me. I can't sleep at night. So I'm in the masjid. I can't do my day-to-day activities. I feel paralyzed and debilitated. So I come to the masjid. So his one problem is humum. His mind is preoccupied. And the second problem is debts and loans. And the Rasulullah ﷺ says to combat each of these, you need two qualities. Number one, jubn. Ask Allah that you do not become a coward. What does being a coward have to do with your worries and concerns? Indirectly, what Rasulullah ﷺ is trying to tell Abu Umama is, Ya Aba Umama, your life worries and challenges, sometimes you need to build the courage to deal with those challenges. Just burying your head in the ground, going in a corner and hoping that your problems will solve themselves, nothing's going to happen. You need to have some courage. So I got in an argument with my relative. I have this dispute in my business. I have this misunderstanding in my life. If I'm going to sit in a corner and just cry about it, yes, there's a time of grieving so that I get better. But if I'm just going to sit in a corner and I'm going to be a coward, my life problems are not going to sort themselves out. What Rasulullah ﷺ is telling him is, Ya Aba Umama, ask Allah for the courage. Which courage? That I have these problems. How can, Ya Allah, I put aside my personal feelings and hold these problems by the horns? Take control of my life and say, you know what, I'm going to cut my losses and move forward. This happens a lot with family disputes. I'm not on speaking terms with my spouse or my relative, or my business didn't do well, my health is not too well. And I tell myself, you know, for 1 year I've been struggling, forget it. What's the point? You're going to live for a short time anyways. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is saying, no, don't be a coward. Be courageous. Go like, okay, I was sick for a long time, I can pick up the pieces again. My business didn't do well, I can start again. My relationship is suffering, I can start again. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is saying, if you're suffering, أَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنَ الْجُبْنِ. Ya Allah, I seek protection from being a coward. And the second, وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنَ الْبُخْلِ. This is to combat your loans and debts. Sometimes we feel that, okay, you know what, I have so many loans and debts to pay, I don't have to give any sadaqah or any charity. No, even if I give $1, that money will bring more barakah in my life. So if I want to combat the worries and concerns in my life, I need courage. Courage to pick up the pieces after the calamity in my life. And I need to be generous so that with that generosity, Allah will give me barakah to combat my loans. This is a very beautiful and powerful hadith, that we all have worries, we all have loans and debts. How do we combat it? By asking Allah for certain strengths. And what are the two strengths we spoke about today? Number one, courage. Courage to battle the demons within. And number two, to ask Allah for generosity, so despite my difficulty, I can help others, and it will have a reciprocal effect, and Allah will bring barakah in my life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. May Allah make us courageous to challenge the difficulties in our lives. And may we be generous to give despite our own struggles. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, after the remaining sunan, we'll have our weekly hadith.